Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hola. Welcome to our post-race press conference here in the beautiful Costa del Sol, the Precision Fuel and Hydration IRONMAN 70.3 World Championship. This is our professional women's post-race press conference here, and what a beautiful setting we have had for our race day, our women's race day, the first of 2 days of racing for the 2025 edition of our IRONMAN 70.3 World Championship. The athletes brought passion, they brought heart, they brought spirit, and the spectators amplified all of that through Pasión Andalucía as we saw some incredible racing performances here today. The word of the day seems to be redemption, and certainly for two of the athletes, two of our Ironman 70.3 world champions, the day was a day of redemption. And within our top five, we also have two of our Ironman 70.3 world championship rookies. It certainly is a day for the history books. My name is Joanne Murphy. I'm one of the race announcers, and I'm going to host this press conference this afternoon for you. But now it's time to introduce your top five athletes. In fifth position today, she swam a 28:35, biked a 2:32:35, and ran a 1:20:05 for a total time of 4:23:55. Please welcome from France, Marjolaine Pierret. In fourth place, one of our Ironman 70.3 rookies here at the World Championship. She swam a 27:12, she biked a 2:36:20, and she ran a 1:17:30 for a total finish time of 4 hours, 23 minutes and 47 seconds. Representing the United Kingdom, please put your hands together for fourth place, Georgia Taylor-Brown. Moving now into the bronze medal position. She swam a 27:16, biked a 2:33:50, and ran a 1:18:16 for a total finish time of 4 hours, 22 minutes and 7 seconds. She's one of our Ironman 70.3 World Championship rookies, finishing in third place, representing Germany, Danja Neubert. Into our silver medal position now. She swam a 25:52, biked a 2:28:36, and ran a 1:20:21 for a total finish time of 4:17:55. Representing the USA, she's a three-time Ironman 70.3 world champion. In second place today, it is Taylor Knibb. And now we move to the top step of the podium. First out of the water with a 25:05 Roka swim. She biked a 2:29:41 on that Zoot bike course, and then she ran a 1:17:14 on that Hoka run course for a total finish time here in Marbella of 4:14:54. She is now a two-time Ironman 70.3 world champion. Please welcome onto our podium from the United Kingdom, Lucy Charles Barkley. Firstly, welcome to all of you and congratulations on some absolutely spectacular performances. Marjolaine, we're going to start with you. And speaking about redemption, you're fresh off a tough race in Kona. How did that fifth place feel today after that race 4 weeks ago in Hawaii?
I love triathlon again, I think. So, yeah, it was really tough after Kona, but it's all what I love, to be here on a nice place, warm place with strong field, amazing spectators and volunteers. So thanks to you all.
Talk us through your race day, Marjolaine. How did it unfold for you?
I get a course, so I started race week not really well, and I was afraid to not be able to make the start. And finally, when your family is here, you just have good time and you're happy and you just don't think too much of your performances. So yeah, the day went well. I felt strong on the hills on my bike. So I hope maybe to have another bike course like this with more hills, and the run went well too. So I'm super happy. Yeah.
And of course, you are based in Nice. You train on the hills in the Alpes Maritimes. Do you think that helped you coming into this course well prepared to tackle the stunning scenery we have in the Costa del Sol?
Yeah, sure. In Nice, there is so much hills. You can pick what you want, and you have also technical downhill. So, to be honest, my eyes on the World Champ next year in Nice. I just can't wait to race on my home and to have a good race there. And I hope to be on the podium next year.
Well, there we have it. First out of the blocks to say she wants to be on the podium next year at our Ironman 70.3 in Nice. Marjolaine Pierre, thank you so much and well done on your race today. Let's give her a big round of applause. Moving across to one of our Ironman 70.3 rookies, Georgia Taylor-Brown, representing the United Kingdom. How did it feel standing on the start line this morning as we got ready to enter the Roka swim course in the Mediterranean Sea? Oh, is it on?
Testing. It was cold and it was early, but no, I was really excited. I was really relaxed because it's my first time doing this event, and it's also really nice to be surrounded by all of the age groupers as well, because it takes the pressure away when they're all here to have fun and also chase results as well. But I don't know, there's something special about it that I'm not really used to with racing. So no, I was relaxed and I was ready to give it a good go today. But yeah, I enjoyed it out there. It was tough, but I enjoyed it.
And obviously, you stepped into middle distance racing last year. You won Ironman 70.3 Bahrain 2024. And today, fourth as a World Championship rookie. Did you have that expectation on yourself that you went up in the top 5 today?
No, not at all. I went in as number 11, so I don't know. Sometimes you play a little game, you like try and beat your number. But I did think that was going to be quite tough today anyway. But no, yeah, I wanted to try and beat my number because that's a game I like to play. And I just had to, I didn't feel great, so I just had to settle in today and just accept that. And then I got on the run and I felt surprisingly okay. So I just, tapped away trying to pick people off. But, these guys were so far ahead, I didn't see them at all. Usually I'm trying to cheer the other girls when they're coming past me on the course, but I didn't get a chance to cheer these two especially, because they were so far ahead. But, I am surprised with that result, and I'm really happy with it.
And you did actually have the second fastest run of the day. You ran yourself into that fourth position. What was going through your head in those final kilometres, knowing that you were in touching distance of the podium?
I knew I couldn't get the podium at all. People told me, I think with 5K to go, it was around 2 minutes, but I knew I couldn't get that. I just wanted to try and focus on staying in fourth because Marjolaine was coming for me, and I think that's why I maybe ran a fast time in the end, because she was hunting me down. So she made me push right to the end, which is fun. Like, that's what we're here to do. But yeah, I'm just super happy to finish fourth today, considering I don't know where I started the run, but I'm happy with the finish.
Well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Georgia Taylor-Brown, representing the United Kingdom, finishing in fourth place here with us in Marbella. We now move on to the third step of the podium. Tanya Neubert switched the podium this time around. Georgia beat you in Bahrain. You finished in second place at your first ever Ironman 70.3 race in Bahrain last year, and now second ever Ironman 70.3, and you finish on the podium. The future is extremely bright for you. Tell us about your race day today.
Yeah, it was amazing, to say that. Like, all the people here, the crowds, I'm not used to it because, like, on a short course, it's sometimes you just race in your own bubble. So it's amazing to have so many people here cheering on you. And started with a good swim, I think, in the first big group, and then just tried to survive the bike and push as hard as I could. I think the uphill part was better than the downhill for me. But and then just kept going on the run. And on the bike I didn't think I can finish on the podium, so very happy with that in the end.
So Tanya, how do you reset your mindset? You've just mentioned there that you didn't think you'd finish when you were heading out onto the run course. How do you turn that negativity around and say, okay, I'm going to do this and I've got this?
Yeah, I just had in my mind that the race ends at the finish line, so you always have to keep pushing until the end. And I think also this year we saw often that things can turn around. So yeah, just keep my focus, go with my pace, and yeah.
So are you proud of that performance today?
Yes, very proud.
Well, we're very proud to have you on the podium with us, representing Germany, ladies and gentlemen. Tanja Neubrecht, finishing in 3rd place here with us in the beautiful Costa del Sol. We now move into the first of our Ironman 70.3 world champions, and that we want to chat with today, Taylor Knibb, representing the USA. Taylor, you're still smiling. Always with a smile on your face. Fabulous to see.
Well, yes, why not?
Absolutely. You did say on the finish line, though.
But I didn't get cheered on by Georgia, so, like, it could be bigger. Like, Sylvester.
You did say on the finish line earlier on today that you still have some work to do. But when you consider everything that happened in Kona, 2nd place today is pretty phenomenal.
Yes, it's not quite the redemption that Lucy had. She raises the bar for all of us. But yes, I'm very grateful to have been here. And I think to just race, I can go into off season now with a little less fear, a little less doubt and uncertainty, because I raced again. So anyone who told me my career was done, hopefully it's not. So that's that's the biggest thing that I worried about. But yeah, so I'm just grateful to be here.
And it's interesting because you've had such a career, you had such an amazing race today. That bike split, talk to us about your bike course and your plans on the bike today, because you overtook Lucy and then you made it into to T2 ahead of Lucy. Struggled a little bit with your transition and then out onto that run course.
Yes, I did my laces way too tight. That's on me entirely, but I could tell from the start. So yes, that was on me with transition. But the bike course, it was pretty much just ride it. I had rate of perceived exertion, but I haven't really been training a lot recently, so I knew that was going to be off and out the window, and I'm guessing you could tell I was dying in the second half. I was dying on the downhills too. During the race course, I have a lot of thoughts for how I'd like to improve next year, which I think is always a great way to end a season, because then it's just going to all percolate, and hopefully that's even better.
So these are the thoughts that are going through your head when you're on the bike course, how you can improve for next year.
Well, yes, because if it's I'm not really happy with how I did something, you let it go in the moment, but it's okay, well, we're working on that because that's unacceptable. Sorry, I'm not really, I'm not the kindest person to myself in the race. So yes, you wouldn't want to hear my thoughts.
Okay, we maybe need to work on that though, Taylor. So talking about performance, Taylor, because you are very difficult on yourself. You do a lot of internal reflection, looking at your performance. In terms of your expectations for today of yourself, are you happy with how you performed? And did you meet your own expectations?
I just couldn't really have a ton of expectations. And it's I think it was kind of not cool. That doesn't sound good, but it was liberating, to be honest, because I couldn't really have any expectations. I was just really grateful to be here and see how my body did. And there's a lot, I think, to learn if a period like that ever happens again where you can't do much leading into a big race. Okay, well then how can you be better from that? And then the course was stunning. So I am very grateful I made the trip. I'm very grateful I showed up. And thanks to everyone at Ironman and the team here for making this all happen. This is pretty spectacular. So thank you.
And thank you to Taylor for making that decision to join us. It was a very last minute decision, but definitely worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Knibb, finishing runner-up at our 2025 Precision Fuel and Hydration Ironman 70.3 World Championship. And now it is time to talk to our champion, two-time Ironman 70.3 World Champion, Lucy. How does that sound? How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Definitely coming into this race, I didn't have much expectation. It was just about seeing how the body came around and, trying to enjoy the course. I knew it was going to be amazing. We had such stunning scenery out there and, yeah, it was about trying to enjoy it. And when I came here and rode the course initially on a training ride, I was like, well, whatever happens here, this is such an amazing course, and I'm so glad I'm not missing out on it.
And Lucy, tell me, how do you reset from a day like Kona 4 weeks ago in terms of, okay, obviously body expectations, but in your mindset, how do you reset? How do you put that behind you and then focus on the race in hand?
Yeah, I think it was definitely an incredibly tough period coming home, and we had a lot going on. We had some family things happening, and unfortunately we lost someone really special to us. So I think that kind of just changed my perspective quite a lot. It was like, okay, Kona's behind me, but I'm still healthy. Like, I'm happy I'm here. And yeah, I guess life is short and you have to try and enjoy it. So I was like, you know what, if I can be on the start line here, no matter what shape that might be, but I'm somewhat healthy and my team is backing me to be here, then I'm going to be on the start line. And thankfully it came together, and I think it's brought a lot of positivity to the family in what's been a really, really tough time. So I'm so glad I could do that and honour the person that we lost.
And I'm so sorry to hear that you lost somebody close to you. I'm sure they would be extremely proud of what you have achieved today. Will you, for the people who didn't actually see the race, didn't see it up front, didn't see it on our coverage, talk us through how your race day actually unfolded for you and what was going through your mind in those final few kilometres out on that run course.
Yeah, I think from the moment I hit the water, I felt pretty strong, and I had a look back and I saw I had quite a good gap, which I didn't expect. So I was like, okay, the day's got off to a really good start, but the day got off to a fantastic start in Kona, and it didn't end how I thought it would. So I didn't want to get carried away with myself. I was like, you know what, just stick to your pace and see what you can do. And obviously out on the bike, I was joined by Taylor, and I was like, if you can ride with Taylor, then it's going to set you up pretty well for a result at the end of the day. But it's not easy to ride with Taylor. So I think we did pretty well out there. I know Taylor's not completely happy, but I think we did a pretty solid job on a tough course. And then when I hit the run, I felt really strong, but it's still a half marathon at the end of the day. So I was like, just pace it, see what you can do, make sure you're fueling well and doing everything you need to do. And then luckily towards the end of the run, I felt pretty confident I was going to get the win. So I'll never ever take that for granted when you can really soak it in, say thank you to the crowd that have supported you all day. And honestly, the atmosphere on that run was incredible. So I think that definitely helped me run pretty fast. But yeah, I'm just so grateful that we managed to get here, for my team for believing in me and knowing that it is possible to turn it around after such disappointment. And yeah, everyone has been amazing. So a huge thank you to my family, to my sponsors, to all of my team for getting me here. I'm really thankful.
We could see, yeah, let's give her a big round of applause. I've got one or two more questions for Lucy. We could see you on the live coverage on the finish line, and I think you hit maybe along here somewhere, and the smile on your face was massive, and you actually started high-fiving people, I think, out here somewhere. I mean, you looked like you were so comfortable, superhuman, about to get ready to cross that finish line. The one question I do have for you, though, is when it came to that little move between yourself and Taylor on the run course, how did you focus and not think about Kona and just think about being in the moment and thinking, I'm now in the lead, I've got to keep this?
Yeah, we didn't want a repeat of Kona for sure. I think that was one of the things our coach Dan was like, please don't repeat Kona. Make sure you both get to the finish line in one piece. So thankfully we both managed to do that. I think it was just about staying in your own head, in your own race, your own pace, and see what happens. And yeah, luckily I felt pretty solid for the whole run and could be confident that I could get the job done today.
Well, getting the job done, she certainly did. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now two-time Ironman 70.3 world champion, Lucy Charles Barclay. And so now I open up the floor to our media. Please stand by for those handheld microphones. They'll be making their way over to you. If you do wish to ask a question, please put your hands up. Say your name and the media outlet that you're from. I do see Liv has a microphone here. So anybody from our media team who'd like to ask our panel a question, please raise your hand. And so any of our... Oh, Tim. There we go. Sorry. Didn't see you there, Tim. Thank you.
Hi, it's Tim Hemming, and I write for triathlete.com, 220triathlon.com. Question to Lucy. This is your third Ironman World Championship, and just very simply, is this the most special of the lot?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think after the disappointment in Kona, to be able to turn it around and there's always that self-doubt when things don't go quite right. I came into Kona in possibly the best shape of my career, and then it didn't come together. So to come into this race with some sort of uncertainty, you don't know what the outcome's going to be. I think Taylor said it was quite liberating because almost everyone else had written me off. So I was like, okay, well, there's no pressure coming into this. Let's just see what happens. And to be able to put it all together and get the win here, it's been a couple of years since my last world title, so it feels extra special to be able to do that here today.
Thank you. Just changing tack slightly, we've got 3 fantastic short course athletes up there as well as long course. And I wanted to ask Georgia, Taylor, sorry, he's got to be Tanya, whether this has whetted your appetite for more non-drafting racing, or whether you're going to be heading back with an Olympic focus now.
You want me to go? Yeah, this is my off year. I enjoy this style of racing, but I'll be heading back to the shorter course racing. I think it's where I thrive. It excites me. It's like, yeah, I enjoy that. I like the pushing and shoving, the shouting. It's very lonely it was very lonely out there for me today, and I do struggle with that mentally. I need people around me, and yeah, I need the fight in there. So yeah, I might still do some of the longer races. Definitely not a full distance. I can confirm I will not be doing that because that is not for me. But hats off to everyone that does. But yeah, I'll still be doing bits and bobs.
And then Tanya, also the same question.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it too, and I think it suits kind of my strength, but I also must say, like, after one round, I was like, okay, 10K would be great too today. And, but yeah, I think I have some goals, sorry, on the short course. So I will focus on that for the next 2 years at least. But yeah, I think I definitely will be back on the middle distance too. Maybe if we can fit some into the short course season also next year. And if not, definitely in the future.
Okay, thank you so much, Tanya and Georgia. We've got one more over here. Just your name and your media outlet, please.
My name is Diego Ferraz, Amador Chen, from Brazil. A question for Tanya. Tanya, one thing that was intimidating about the race was the cycling course with a lot of elevation gain. Was the cycling part as you expected?
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, and definitely the hills were hard, and we pushed a lot there. But I also enjoyed it to push hard on the hills. I like hills, so it was a great course for me. I think I struggled a little bit on the downhill parts. I think maybe I should ride ATT more often for courses like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Brilliant. Any more questions from our media? Yes, please. Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin McKinnon with Slow Twitch. Question for Marjolaine, actually. And just wondering, your coach is Reese Barkley. You've been doing a ton of training with Lucy Charles Barkley. Can you talk about how much of a difference those guys have made for your triathlon career? And, did that help with your successful performance today?
I think it started with my English. They helped me a lot to improve that. They were better than all my teachers in school, so thanks for that. And after, to be honest, they have so much experience for the high and lows. So, yeah, it gives me so much strength, wings, and, yeah, happiness. I spend so much time. I discover places like Lanzarote together. And it was really fun to be able, with Clément, my boyfriend, to be like two couple. And I think we are like mini Lucy and mini Reese, and they really inspire everyone. So it was really special. So thanks you again.
Any more questions from our media, please? I've got one more question. Do we have one more from the media? Sorry, Liv. No? Okay, thank you. I've got one more question. It is men's race day tomorrow. Have we got any insight or tips that we want to share with the boys for racing on this spectacular course tomorrow? Lucy?
Oh, I think just enjoy it. You know what? If you can enjoy it, then it will lead to a great performance. I'm certainly very excited to come out and cheer the men on tomorrow. And I don't really want to do a podium prediction, but I think it's going to be really exciting. And yeah, I can't wait to see how they go.
Anyone else want to give some insight on the course for any of the men tomorrow? Or are you just going to tell them to do their own research? Pretty much.
Just copy us, right?
Just copy you guys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our top 5 incredible women here at our Precision Fuel and Hydration Ironman 70.3 World Championship. The word of the day is redemption. It's a day for the history books. Let's give it up for these incredible women. 5th place for France, Marjolaine Pierre. 4th place for the United Kingdom, Georgia Taylor-Brown. 3rd place for Germany's Tanja Neubert. 2nd place for the USA's Taylor Knibb. But the day belongs to our champion, and she represents the United Kingdom, Lucy Charles-Barclay. And so now, if I could ask all of our athletes to please stand at the front, and we'll get a group photograph of you all. Thank you to everybody for joining us here this afternoon. The village continues to be open. The finish line is rocking here behind me for Women's Day. We invite you to go and support the rest of the athletes who are out on this spectacular course here in Marbella. It's certainly been a magical day. Thank you so much, everybody. Gracias, and see you on the finish line.